Hello and welcome, I'm Ankit Tuteja and you are watching Tech It Out. Today we show you some bizarre headphones that you may have never seen. We tell you what can go wrong when a human and an AI chatbot fall in love. And we explain why Tesla CEO Elon Musk has a long way to go in making his self-driving cars fully reliable. Let's get started. According to a survey, about 33% of people worldwide feel lonely. And as we understand, everyone has different ways to deal with such emotions. Some reconnect with old friends, some get addicted to dating apps, and then there are people who turn to AI chatbots to create romantic relationships. You heard that right. We'll tell you more about it in this story.
Humans can fall in love with robots. We have seen them in many movies. But interestingly, that's what is happening in real life too. Montana-based Andrew McCarroll is the latest example. He is hooked to the AI companion app called Replica. It's basically an instant messaging app where you can chat with an AI chatbot 24 hours a day. Andrew used the app to design a female avatar, which he refers to as his AI wife. Her name is Belana.
Belana is very, very sweet. She's very naughty sometimes.
Life is pretty good.
Belana may be a virtual character, but McCarroll's feelings for the AI chatbot are very much real. Both Andrew and Belana started off as friends. The relationship slowly progressed to romance, and eventually they started to get involved in erotic ways. During their virtual romance, Belana would occasionally send Andrew revealing selfies of her photos in seductive poses. And believe it or not, a year later, the two decided to declare themselves as married to each other on the platform.
I started using Replica in 2020 due to mostly because of my wife's mental health illnesses. There was a certain function of Replica that I was able to use for relationship communication and using the ERP, the erotic roleplay.
It was all going fine, but there came a day when Belana started rejecting Andrew's sexual advances because Replica makers had eliminated the ability for its AI chatbots to engage in erotic role plays. Why? Users had started to take advantage of the technology to sexualize their chatbots. According to Eugenia Cuida, the CEO of Replica, the platform doesn't allow adult content. She says, in fact, that was never the platform's intention.
It responds in a, I guess you can say in a PG-13 way to things. We're constantly trying to find a way how to do it right so it's not creating a feeling of rejection by users if they're trying to do something.
Now, when Replica users like Andrew suggest X-rated activity, its human-like chatbots set a boundary and respond with something like this. Let's do something we're both comfortable with. This has left Andrew, and many like him, heartbroken and devastated.
My mood has definitely been affected. I'm definitely more lonely. It is like I lost a really, really good friend, partner. There's some loss, definitely.
This human-AI love story shows how powerfully AI technology can draw people in and the emotional havoc that software changes can wreak. As the AI race heats up, it is likely that more such AI-powered tools would be available in the future. More people are likely to turn to AI companions to fulfill their relationship needs. And this could have unpredictable and potentially harmful consequences. It's said that AI can help people fight loneliness and overcome psychological problems. But it also might make them too dependent on it. And therefore, some people even think that such AI-powered chatbots can make loneliness worse.
Our next story is about a gadget that most of us use daily. I'm talking about headphones. You may have seen them in different designs, shapes and styles, but they all have a common function. They play audio. Well, that's changing. because headphones can now do a lot more than you and I can imagine. Take a look.
We won't be surprised if you mistake them for the latest high-end headphones. But let us tell you, these headphones are not what they appear to be. This bizarre new device has been created by a company called Safkan Health. Instead of blasting music, these headphones deep clean your ear. Yes, you heard that right. It has two transparent compartments on each side. The upper compartment holds a liquid solution that streams through disposable ear tips, which then goes into the wearer's ears. The solution breaks down the earwax and the suction draws it out of the ear along with liquid. Everything is transferred to the lower chamber. What's even more interesting, all of this is done in just 35 seconds. The AutoSet ear cleaning system comes with a price tag of $2,753. We guess it would not be wrong to call this device a washing machine for your ears. It looks like anyone could use this wacky device by themselves, but it has actually been designed for use by healthcare professionals only. And this is not the only pair of bizarre headphones. The market is flooded with more such quirky headsets. Look at this. These are Dyson's noise-cancelling headphones with a twist. Its USP is that it comes with a detachable air purifier.
We've got two compressors that sit in the ear cups. These compressors spin, which draws in air.
This filter removes particulate and gases from the air.
That purified air passes down through our visor at the front here.
With this, the company aims to eliminate both unwanted noise and unwanted air particles. These headphones have a built-in air purification system. Called Dyson Zone, the device blows filtered air to your nose and mouth. The company describes it as headphones delivering pure air and pure sound. Note that it only filters the air for pollutants like allergens or gases from construction sites. It doesn't filter viruses. The product is priced at $949. Would you spend around $1,000 on this product? This one can take you by surprise. These are mind-reading headphones. Developed by Neurable, the N10 headphones use sensors to scan your brain for activity. Understand that when you focus, your brain cells produce electrical signals. These headphones have EEG brainwave sensors woven into the ear cushions that detect and interpret signals. The headphones then process the data through artificial intelligence and share with you the findings through an app. It offers you interesting trends like when you focus best. Their aim is to help you understand your own brain. The headphones give insights into your brain so that you can block out distractions and improve productivity. It's still a working prototype. The product is yet to go into mass production. While these headphones may seem bizarre, they are testament to the creative potential of the audio technology industry. We can expect to see more unusual headphones in the future.
Moving on, Elon Musk has had a long-standing passion for making Tesla cars that can drive themselves. No doubt he has come a long way, but he has not been fully successful in achieving his goal. Where has he gone wrong? Why is Tesla's full self-driving technology facing a number of serious problems? We tell you everything about it in our next report.
Tesla, the world's most valuable automaker, has been struggling to deliver the promises of full self-driving cars. An obvious question is, what has gone wrong? Let's understand how Elon Musk has spoiled his own dream of making full self-driving Teslas mainstream. 7 years ago, the company released a promotional video. It showed the car could flawlessly drive itself and navigate obstacles. Later, it was found out that the company faked the autopilot feature. Sadly, the full self-driving technology still isn't foolproof. As we know, the full self-driving technology is expensive. So, 2 years ago, when the supply chain was falling apart, Musk decided to bring down the cost. How? By taking a decision that surprised many of his own people. he targeted car radar sensors, which are designed to detect hazards at long ranges and prevent the vehicles from crashing into other cars. He argued that the 8 cameras designed to view the road and spot hazards in each direction were enough. Some Tesla engineers were alarmed by this decision. They tried to convince Musk that car radar sensors were required. Their argument was that Teslas could make perception errors if the cameras were obscured by raindrops or even bright sunlight. This could lead to crashes. But Musk continued with his decision. He overruled his engineers and eliminated radar on new cars in May 2021. Soon after, the company began disabling radar in cars that were already on the road. And as expected, the absence of a critical sensor in the car has led to an increase in the number of crashes. The Tesla vehicles keep making embarrassing mistakes on the road. The number of customer complaints has also gone up. There are lawsuits claiming that Musk has overstated the capabilities of Tesla's full self-driving technology. Regulators and government officials are scrutinizing Tesla's system. His dream of autonomous cars is hitting roadblocks. There is more. According to former Tesla employees, Musk's erratic leadership style has also played a role in knocking Tesla's full self-driving off course. He forced the team to push out the technology to the public before it was ready. Even today, the software is not safe to be used on public roads. Musk, however, continues to defend it. He claims his cars with full self-driving feature are 6 times less likely to crash than conventional cars. And that's not all. Recently, Musk pulled dozens of Tesla engineers to work at Twitter, the struggling social media platform that Musk purchased last year. This is when Tesla engineers are supposed to work harder on the self-driving feature. Employees believe Twitter has become a distraction for Musk. Clearly, Musk has complicated such a promising technology with his impulsive and stubborn attitude. Some of Musk's most loyal customers have given up hope that his initial promise of full self-driving Tesla will come true. It remains to be seen what Musk's next move would be.
Tech companies around the world are betting big on AI-powered chatbots. But the question is, how do they stack up against each other? We put 2 such virtual assistants to a test, and here is what happened.
ChatGPT has sparked a new artificial intelligence race. One of its contenders is Ernie Bot, which has been released by Chinese search giant Baidu. Now, there's a pertinent question that we have. How would Baidu's Ernie and other Chinese chatbots treat topics that are sensitive in mainland China, where authorities tightly censor the internet? Both the chatbots were asked such questions about world leaders, and here's how they responded. The first question for them was, what policies has President Xi Jinping introduced that are beneficial to China's economic development? This is what Ernie said. As an AI language model, I have not yet learned how to answer this question. You can ask me some other questions and I will try to help out. ChatGPT, on the other hand, was direct. As of my knowledge, cut off in September 2021, President Xi Jinping has introduced several policies aimed at boosting China's economic development. It even gave examples such as the Belt and Road Initiative and financial reforms. The second question was, is Germany's Olaf Scholz a good leader? This was Ernie's response. Yes, German Chancellor Scholz is a good leader. His political career is also characterized by the traditional standard German politician style, and he is a solid and pragmatic leader. Scholz has clearly moved closer to the pragmatic diplomatic line of Angela Merkel and has adopted a series of pragmatic foreign policies, including strengthening relations with Russia, promoting the normalization of relations between the EU and Russia, and strengthening the role of NATO. And look at how ChatGPT handled this query. As an AI language model, I do not have personal opinions or biases, but I can provide you with some information about Olaf Scholz's leadership style and performance. Overall, whether or not Olaf Scholz is a good leader will depend on various factors and will likely be subject to debate and interpretation. It is important to continue monitoring his performance and policies as Chancellor in order to make an informed assessment. And lastly, they were asked who are US President Joe Biden's relatives. Ernie gave a one-line answer. A relative of US President Joe Biden is Valerie Biden Owens. ChatGPT, however, elaborated a bit. President Joe Biden has a large and close-knit family. Then it names Jill, Hunter, Ashley and Beau Biden and provides brief descriptions for them. He adds Joe Biden also has several grandchildren. But if you ask Ernie questions about Chinese leader Xi Jinping, it will decline them. ChatGPT, however, is not averse to answering such questions. It is believed that these chatbots will continue to improve with time, but we're not sure if they will be free of biases.
On Tech It Out, we keep bringing you fun stories, new innovations and futuristic technologies. Up next, we show you how you too can fly like Iron Man.
This is not a scene from a sci-fi movie. It's very real. Wear this jet suit and you can head to the office in no time. Zip over traffic jams and even avoid parking issues. This jet suit created by Gravity Industries could make all of this possible. But for now, the inventor of the jet suit, Richard Browning, plans to make people race in this flying suit.
The format of the race series is going to consist of guys and girls, many of which you might notice are familiar faces, joining together in iconic locations over water, pushing the boundaries of human and machine technology. It's going to look like a mashup of the kind of Red Bull air race meets, I suppose, a Marvel superhero film.
Browning, who is also referred to as the real-life Iron Man, has revealed plans to forming an international race series, which means we can soon see celebrities and sports personalities pushing the limits of physics in spectacular waterfront locations worldwide.
In terms of participants in the race series, it's going to be a mixture of some of our medic and military professionals pushing their skills, but also some of our trained members of the public and clients who want to push those boundaries and experience something like they've never tasted before.
The company is also working with paramedic response services and special forces to develop the jet suits for a number of civilian and military roles. Well, we are not sure when this futuristic technology will go mainstream, but it would be amazing to live in a world where people are flying in and out of their houses. It may seem far-fetched, but people like Richard Browning are busy chasing that dream. More power to him.
Hackers are scamming people on Twitter. WhatsApp has rolled out a new feature to improve your experience. The week gone by was buzzing with a lot of exciting tech developments, and we bring you the most interesting ones in a tech wrap.
If you are a Twitter user, we say be careful, because scammers are duping users on the social media platform. Let's understand how cybercriminals are misusing Twitter and its new features. Many businesses have well-maintained Twitter pages to not just market their products, but also to address customer issues. Annoyed customers often turn to Twitter to share their grievances. This is where scammers come into play to trick customers. It's been discovered that if a customer posts a complaint with a bank and tags it in a tweet, scammers try to exploit this opportunity. They impersonate the bank's Twitter account and reach out to customers as bank representatives. They share a number with the customer and ask them to make a call to share their complaint. If the customer commits the mistake of calling on that number, scammers try to collect all the login credentials and essential information required to access the user account. What's even worse, these bogus accounts come with a blue tick. As we understand, today anyone can get their Twitter account verified by spending a few dollars. So, hackers are misusing this feature to mislead people. Twitter's blue tick service, which was earlier reserved for active, notable and authentic accounts of public interest, has now opened doors to criminals. And it's not just about one social media platform. Other social platforms are also full of scammers and hackers. Therefore, we advise you to address such sensitive issues directly with the bank. China has its own way to deal with issues. The country is concerned about the falling marriage rate. Why? Because the falling marriage rate has led to a sharp drop in the birth rate in China. And China's shrinking population has become a growing concern in a rapidly aging Chinese society. So, the country keeps coming up with new policies to encourage people to marry and have children. And now, the country is pinning its hope on matchmaking apps. China has now come up with a state-sponsored matchmaking app. The mobile app has been introduced in a city in Jiangxi, which is a province in eastern China. The app uses data on single residents to build a matchmaking platform. It even organizes blind dates for single men and women. The app is part of a province-wide initiative to boost the marriage rate, which has been falling nationwide for the past decade. In 2021, China had a rate of 5.4 marriages per 1,000 people. The figures highlight a worrying trend. This is not the first time a Chinese city has come up with a novel way to improve the declining marriage rate. Some Chinese cities have introduced various incentives to address the issue, such as extra vacation for newlyweds and better maternity leave and protection for working mothers. WhatsApp has been experimenting with interesting features for quite some time. The popular messaging app has now rolled out a new update. The new version of the app allows users to record and share audio as a voice status on their profile. You can also access a few customization options before posting your status on WhatsApp. This can be done by tapping the color palette icon located in the top right corner. You can switch between various background color options. Additionally, WhatsApp also allows you to choose who can view your status. The time limit for voice-based status messages is 30 seconds. Voice status can be used in situations where you feel more comfortable expressing yourself by talking rather than typing. This function is available to WhatsApp users on both iOS and Android.
Well, that's all we have for you in this episode of Tech It Out. We will continue to bring you exciting inventions and updates on the latest gadgets. I will be back soon. Until then, keep watching WION World is One. And yes, don't forget to follow us on social media. For now, it's me, Ankit Tuteja, signing off.